Hey everyone, this is Eric Dubois for DSC Focus and welcome. DSC stands for Data, Strategy and Communication. So we focus on using your data, whether it's your client's data, your prospects' data, or acquiring data. Then we develop strategies and we communicate them basically on social medias, on the web. Depending if it's inbound, outbound, you can play with the main medias like radio, television, and newspaper, which are the outbound old methods of exposing, which is extremely popular, probably as much as inbound. But what we do is we go with the outbound, we create inbound strategies, and we're trying to optimize conversion rates. So we work with your client's data, your prospects' data, whether it comes from LinkedIn or Facebook or any network or any medium that helps you get new prospects. So for B2C, mainly Facebook, and for B2B, LinkedIn is a great place to target bulk audiences worldwide. So today we're going to talk about SEO organic and how did I end up in the first page with one or maybe two posts at the same time on the first page. So to show you that, let's go right off into Google Chrome. Everybody knows Google Chrome. You could use Safari, you could use Edge from Microsoft, and it doesn't really matter. So I did a lot of search today. The basic search is going to be about chatbots for Facebook and B2C. What I mean is our main post that we're working on is for a services that involves using chatbots for better communication in conjunction with your Facebook page and your obviously your network. So today we're going to talk about posts for chatbots. If you do a search and you want to find a chatbot for your Facebook page, then it enables you to do a lot of communications or specific communication, whether it's transactional, informational, or promotional, and you want a dialogue, you want to use AI with that, artificial intelligence, you have to find a chatbot tool. There's many. Mobile Monkey, ManyChat, ChatFuel, and many others. These tools are for marketing managers and strategists to develop communications. So I decided to work with three keywords: B2C, Facebook, and Messenger. These are my three keywords that I worked on. I could use services, I could mix them up. So let's see what it does here if we go back to my browser and we just type B2C, just for fun. See, there's 114 million results. It's very broad. And basically, all the results here will show some types of information of the industry. What is the definition of B2C or something like that. So for me, Microsoft, leads there on the first page and so forth. So it's very hard for me as a small freelancer, a small company, consultant strategist to get ahead here. If we use Facebook, there's 25 billion results. 25 billion, 270 million results. So forget about it, I'm not here. But you can have 1 million member in your Facebook page. Just imagine what type of communication you can do with them with that amount of people. And I see clients, potential clients for me that have 100,000 in B2C for restaurants, for instance, 100,000 members. Just imagine if you could create all types of communication with these guys, that would convert up to I don't know, 20-30% increase. Everybody wants to increase their sales. So let's see. Let's check our keywords we want to use. It's going to be here: B2C, Facebook, and chatbot. because my post is about chatbot for B2C companies that have a Facebook page. So there's 195,000 results, and I do come up first. This is very good because Facebook comes second here. But I could come up again because of the way that Google looks at my content here, which is the meta description here, and the slug, or the main the URL here, and the slug is right here. So it's pretty much the same here, though you can change the URL and use a different slug. So if you click there, you'll end up to this post here, which is my article. And well, I want people, it's pretty fairly new, September 27th. So, you know, it's pretty good for the result I have right now with these keywords. So how did I do that? How did I come on the first page? If we could back here, if we look back here, first, and there's no ads on this one for any instant. There's ads at the end, and I could come up on a second item or second post that I've provided, and it doesn't for this one. If I go on the second page, there might be some posts that belongs to me that are climbing up. So I come up on the second page here. You can, from LinkedIn, there's a post that I've done with all the automation that I have. I do come up. So LinkedIn is kind of you know, a little behind, but we're getting there to get this one on the first page too. So you're not you know, if you can have two on the first page, there's more chances that people click on your link. If I would switch chatbot and put it first, so chatbot for Facebook and in B2C, do come up first. If I take and do I get a second post? If I take B2C and I switch, whoops, sorry about that. If I take B2C and I switch it in the middle with spaces, still come up first. And there's a few ads here. I do not come up a second time. Let's use a VPN, and let's say that I'm located in United States. Right here you can see it, United States. Let's do a new search. B2C chatbot Facebook on a new search located somewhere else. I still come up, there's a little bit more results, but I come up first. Let's mix them around a little bit. $600,000 results, way more. And look on, oh, I've made a mistake here. B2C, there's no space. So I come up twice. Let's make the space here, see if the same result occurs. It does. So Facebook DSC focus with the main post, and we're going to look a little bit how I did that. And on my Facebook page, a second link that links to a different post, again talking about chatbot. And the third time, so out of 600,000, 1, 2, and the other one that we've seen, we have seen Eric DeBeau here, LinkedIn, Facebook. So obviously, so this is my article that has been, you know, in the chart, top chart for these keywords. And right now, as we said a minute ago, I have a VPN, so I'm kind of located in the States. A minute ago, I was located in Canada. So if we go to my article and we modify the article, this one, you can see the title is different from the URL, the slug. If we go back down a little bit into the detail, and even if I create a page here with a certain term, it will by default use this as a slug automatically here. but you can go modify and change the slug to have it a little more precise. For me, the article here enables me to find my article when if I need to make a modification, for instance. But the slug is really for Google search to read. So chatbot, B2C, Facebook Messenger. Could do a test with Messenger. Go back into my SEO section. I'm using Yoast. Yoast is a plugin that you can have for free, and I'm paying the premium version. It's $150 a year or $200 a year. But it took me a while before purchasing the premium. It's just a question of making sure I have all the functionalities that I want. So on a mobile, that's the way it looks. My title here is not the slug. The slug is the modification that I've done here, remember. So it shows the title, and it also shows the slug in terms of, if we go back here, in terms of the search, you can see the URL here. Basically, it's the URL. And my slug, if I click here and try to, I'd like to see that my slug in a little more detail. So English, that's the URL, chatbot B2C with the slug, English version, and so forth. It's a little bit what you see here, chatbot B2C for Facebook Messenger. It's not the title. It's the slug here that it's been used. So again, if you create a title here, it will create automatically a permanent link slug or URL, and it will write the same slug here in Yoast, but you can change it and put all the keywords that you want. I could take 4 out of there because the algorithm probably doesn't use it, but for now, my title has been read here. It is used. Obviously, the title is really the title here, and my slug, you cannot see my slug in chatbot for B2C. Here you can see it. It is exactly the same. Chatbot B2C for B. So that's the slug that it's been used. So obviously the title is important at of some sort, but the slug is is the one that is pointed. Go back to the search, chatbot B2C for Facebook Messenger. That's the slug that it's been used here. So all I've done is work on my slug by renaming my page. Obviously, when I created my page name, I didn't think of the keywords at that time. I just wanted to do my post. Once you get into the slug or the URL that's going to be picked up by Google, you need to have more attention to these keywords. And the meta description is very important too. Even in the meta description, I've put in URL there. I don't think it's picking it up, but so far so good. And readability, it's pretty much all green here. Obviously, there's transition words, there are readability tests, flash tests. These function here, the real techniques here, I don't master them for now because I didn't put time into it. It's just to show that you can't be on the first page without being an expert in SEO and having someone studying every day what Google algorithms are doing or what kind of modification they're doing. I'm scoring 89.5. I'm proud and happy with that, and let's keep on trucking. In regards to SEO overall, the red button here, the analysis here, I didn't do it. It is this thing missing in the internet. I could have external links, I could have internal links that point somewhere else on my website and so forth. And for now, it's not necessary. I'm on the first page, and I'll be learning this a little bit more along the way. So that wraps it up. The idea, obviously, is to work on your terminology, work on your terms. The content here is very important. I could have titles, more titles. I do have titles, but the vlog, the blog here is kind of very short in English, and there's always more work we can do on it to improve. So that wraps it up. I'll make additional SEO blogs or vlogs, trying different keywords and see if this approach is good for all my posts. Because again, remember, you're fighting against individual keywords that are sought by so many people. Remember, when we typed Facebook, there was like 25 billion results. Just imagine. So thanks for tuning, and don't forget to subscribe. It's going to give me a little bit of help. I'm just starting, so I have like 0 member right now. But I can't wait to see if this kind of information has been good to you. Leave comments or any information on what you'd like to see. I'll be working on an organic SEO, chatbot, communication, and strategies in terms of doing promotional stuff, transactional stuff, increasing conversion rates, and I'll talk about CRMs. I use Zoe1, well, a bunch of tools, and for campaign, email campaigns, and so forth. So all the tools are there. Just the edge is not to necessarily master 100% all the tools. It's also, what am I building? What kind of strategies am I doing, and where am I going with that? So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.